is spoiler time for Maze of Memories. Alright, to the 30% of you that have not smashed the ever-loving crap out of that subscribe button, smash it so you guys don't miss out more awesome content. Check out Dual Daddy down below for putting together these amazing graphics to showcase these things. So this set launches on 3/10/3/8 if you're an OTS store here. It's going to be $450 a pack effectively, and it's a 67 card set. So keep that in mind, alright, as we kind of journey on into this. Now, all of your Gate Guardian support here is low rarity, which is effectively amazing because you get, what, 5 super rares, 5 rares? And they hand you everything that you need pretty much right out of the box. Now, if you've not sure of what the Gate Guardian support does, we uploaded a previous video where we got the chance to kind of talk about that stuff. So that's going to be something that you can look back on. So overall, I would say it's a good 4 out of 10 for support. The Blackluster Soldier Monster is an ultra rare. Probably going to end up as a collector's rare. We do not know that yet. Red Eye Soul isn't a rare. Dual Academy ended up as a collector's rare. I still don't know how I feel about that. That just kind of feels like a punch in the gut from Konami, in my personal opinion. And Wake Up Your Elemental Hero is also only an ultra rare so far. To be honest with you, I really do think that we will probably see Wake Up Your Elemental Hero as a collector's rare too. Like the Blackluster Soldier and the Wake Up Your Elemental Hero both meet the criteria to be higher upgrade sought after cards. Alright, so I do expect that. Evolution Result Burst made it as a super rare. Ready Set Duel is going to be a super rare. Now, personally, if you want my opinion here, this is a card that you're going to need to get 3 of for the good synchro stuff that's coming down the path here. So you already know what's coming for the future of the good stuff. You can at least look ahead here and grab it. Callan's card made it as a rare, which is fine. Excel Synchro Stardust probably is going to end up being the most expensive card in this set next to Wake Up Your Elemental Hero, in my personal opinion. Also, the fact that Excel Synchro Stardust did not show up as a collector's rare yet either, I think you've got another clear indicator here of who's going to be a real winner here at the end of the day. Like, let's be honest here, like, Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon is the seller behind this set. Alright, and especially, the card is busted. It gives you crazy revivability, gives you the ability to toggle. Plus, as we're going forward here, as you're seeing these new good stuff decks coming out of the woodwork here, be ready for that. All right, so if you, later on in the day you're like, oh my gosh, you know, like Excel Synchro Stardust is so much money. Well, yeah, it is the heart and soul of the set, honestly. Overlay Network finally getting released. They took too long to get us this card. We lost any real relevancy that I feel like that we would have had with this. Utopia Rising finally gets printing in here as well. That card's got some pretty cute shenanigans that you can do with it. The ability to basically get some revive off and get some extenders is pretty good. And then we have the, I don't really care about the Dragon King's Myth or the Utopia, but I do care about the fact that we are getting the Performapal Greatest Duelist in here. Now, for those of you that aren't too crazy aware of this card is actually very, very solid. Getting the ability to, one, have a Performapal High Scale again, which is pretty good. And then to top things off, you get some Supreme King Search ability as well. That card is very, very good. And then we have the Wonders of Nature in here as well, the spell card that basically makes it so dragons don't get the chance to have any fun. Now, the card that I'm most excited for next to the Gate Guardian support was the Supreme King Soul. It's the trap card over here on the right that gives you the ability to pay increment. Basically, you get the ability to summon Zark. And then if your opponent uses anything spell related, you split your Zark apart, and then you get the ability to summon out 4 of the Dimensional Dragons, which will put you on like a Crystal Wing and some other very powerful cards that your opponent's going to have a very, very hard time answering. And that's why this card is like really, really good in Dinomorphia. I know I'm hyping up Dinomorphia here of all things, but like this card makes the Master Duel experience with the deck deck all the more fun. And how long of an eternity later does it take for us to actually get this? We're also getting the Firewall Terahertz Link 5 Dragon. This card's also going to be very, very, very important in the very future here once we get Cyberstorm access, because, well, when you can do some math mech shenanigans, climb on up into a big Firewall Dragon, look around at your opponent and go, yeah, no fun allowed. Yeah, it's pretty good. Labyrinth Wall's also in here as a rare. I should have known that this was going to be a rare in the set. And then Sangha, Kazajin, and Suijin all also make it into the set as rares, which does make the Speed Duel versions effectively the highest rarity, which I'm very shocked about that. And also, Super Ancient Deep Sea Quelcanth also got the reprint here as a super rare. Alright, first of all, I love old formats and the things that you can play with this in it. I'm super excited for this. Like, this is good stuff here. Now, as we proceed on over here to our second image, Qualut finally gets a reprint. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Qualut's price tag has been obscenely ridiculous. What was it, like $10 to get these things? Even like lowest rarity? Konami's doing a good job out here at making sure that players can pick up Edison format cards very, very cheap, and it's good. I think this was the final nail in the coffin to get cheap Edison cards. Now we also have ye old Blackwing, what is this, the Raven? I never remember its name, and then Zephyros the Elite. Sidebeast got a super rare printing in here. A little bit too late, but I mean, honestly, depending on how they hit this deck in the near future, will give us a possibility of seeing this. Wind Up Kitten also got an ultra rare slot in here. Still can't believe that. They already cleaned Sprite up, and then they're like, here, take your friend. Now, Nimble Angler got a reprint in here as a rare. This was really good news, actually. So many people I know have wanted to mess around with this deck, and they haven't been able to because the price point was ridiculous. Mech Knight reprints in here, which are fine. Photon Orbitals are rare and a collector's rare. I don't know how I feel about that either. Rika stuff's much cheaper. Guardian Chimera, we didn't see this as a collector's rare, but it is in the set as an ultra rare. Ancient Fairy Dragon got a rare, which this also feels like this should have been a collector's rare as well. Baron got the ultra rare and the collector's rare, and it looks absolutely beautiful. I'll say it's a good reprint. Teardrop made it in here as an ultra rare and a collector's rare. Yeah, so much for bringing down that value. We also got Avermax in here as a super rare. Almost kind of makes me think that that could be a collector's rare too. A lot of good collector's rare potential in here. And then, of course, gosh, imagine the Overload Fusion as a collector's rare. That'd be nice. Same thing with the Burial, but they're too old. We also got the Spellbook of Fate as a collector's rare. That feels a little bit off. Glamour got it as an ultra. And then we got Solemn Judgment as a super rare and a collector's rare. Now, anytime you see Solemn Judgment usually end up in the reprint block, it usually is a pretty good thing. And just to be honest with you, if you look back at some of those previous Solemns, they've been pretty expensive. We also got Royal Decree and Imperial Iron Wall in here. Those would make some pretty good collector's rares too, but that is what we're looking at right now for the set. And honest opinion here, a lot of people calling this a failure. I can see it. There's nothing, you can get your Gate Guardian core for like nothing, and people are, I agree that like these reprints aren't going to bring down a lot of the value that you're seeing on these cards, and that's an issue in and itself. So that's one really big thing to consider here is, while this set was designed to reprint these cards, those reprints are the only thing carrying this set. So now you got to ask yourself, do I want to go pick up a box of this set and pull Blackluster Soldier and like nothing else of value? That's going to be a lot of what you're going to see this discussion point. So yeah, please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.